Yes, you have someone who sits on your line. So, for example, this line on the left or the line on the right, you have a person sitting on there, and their one job is to yell out if the ball is off the court. So if it hits the line, it's good, but if it misses the line and it's out, they yell out. They get the first call at that. Then if the player wants to appeal it at all, the second call, the appeal goes to the ref, and it's between the lines person and the ref only. The other line doesn't have any say in it.
And what happens then, Michelle, if the ref and the line just disagree with each other?
So if the let's say that the lines person calls it good and the ref calls it out, then it would be a replay.
That's correct.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. And who calls the back line?
The back line is the ref's call.
That is correct. So the line judges are literally only judging the line,
well,
for those that haven't played, right?
For the line calls, yes.
Yes.
They're also utilized like traditional indoor as
Correct.
well, where they can appeal, hey, I thought that was a hinder. I want to appeal it as a penalty. They can appeal that way as well.
Yes.
But their main purpose, their first and foremost purpose, is that line call to help the referee not have to make all those calls on him, especially because you're moving. You shift as the ref so that you have the optimal view of the actual play that's going on. So it just alleviates the ref a little bit.
And that was all real good info that Michelle just gave you. If you are a ref or want to be a better ref, move around outdoor so that you are in a position to see the ball.
Good effort by Danny. Excellent down the line by Nick. He's playing like a pro, well, obviously a pro, but like a veteran pro, an outdoor veteran pro out here.
Absolutely.
Killing it with his, what do you think, 3 feet high passes?
Which are
Those
so
are
effective
beautiful.
outdoor. And it just shows their athleticism and how really good they are at this game.
All right, so a score here, we have a timeout at 10-5. How's everything going with you, Tom?
Good. You know, I'm recovering. I had back surgery at the very, very end of May. And I actually haven't played since last year this tournament.
Got tired of carrying your partners?
I got tired of carrying my back. You know, I had such a good tournament last year. And
yes, you did.
Actually, I've had really good tournaments here in general. I've been blessed because I had a lot of really, really good partners. And I like to think of myself as a good partner. I mean, I understand that if I'm, you know, playing with Ben Croft, and I'm running over, cutting off his forehand, probably a mistake, you know.
Yeah.
And I have a decent backhand, but probably a mistake.
Wow.
And so, but you know, it's just a fantastic tournament, and no one who isn't here can appreciate how much work Mike and Pagine and everybody does.
Absolutely.
Rick, Cole, Sotoman, and everybody to make this happen. It's the setting up and tearing down,
Yep.
and then this year, quite frankly, because
With
of COVID,
yeah.
the local health department and building department people, they are just not helpful. You know, they're just
it's
not.
Tough.
And they tried to obstruct every minute that they could. And God bless Pagine.
Pagine, yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? I love Mike, but diplomacy wouldn't be Mike's his strongest skill. But she just did a great job for all the tournament.
Yeah, no, we really want to thank everybody. I mean, this tournament, these guys, I mean, with all the sponsors and the friends and family with our racquetball community, especially our tournament staff here, we wouldn't be able to do this without
Absolutely
them.
not. You know, to Ahern and to Pro Kennex and to Anthony's Glass and to Gearbox and, you know, everybody who every year comes out and supports us. And, you know, it's just fantastic. The Military Racquetball Federation.
Yes.
It's just if you've never been, you've got to come, whether you play or not. You know.
Well, and then this year is different, right? So normally this is a giant party, and you have packs, like loads of people here, and you have music going left and right, and I mean, it's a great time. It's Vegas, and then racquetball on top of it. Like, you can't get better than that. So this year is a little bit different.
You're
we don't
so
have
right.
the crowds. We have
no spectators. So those that don't know, you know, this is what's called a closed event, and it's the only way that we could get a permit to put the event on. So in other words, you're either playing or you're working, and if you're not playing or working, you can't be here. So there's no spectators, so you couldn't bring your family in here. You know, Michelle has one of the best setups. You know, her whole family comes, everybody from Arizona.
Not this year.
Not this year. They set up a tent and they have a
Yeah.
grill and
the air conditioning when it's hot.
and air
'cause
conditioning.
normally
And
it's
I go in there to
inside.
try to get refreshed. And her mom and dad are so good to me, and they let me borrow their swamp cooler.
Yeah,
And
we bring food. It's like it's a giant party. It's
Absolutely.
a picnic, family get together. And we were talking about that earlier. We were talking about how our racquetball community, our racquetball community is such a big family, and we love it because I've known all these people for years and years and years, and so when we get together for racquetball tournaments, it's literally a family reunion. You catch up what you've missed, and like we welcomed a baby boy into this world, and our family hasn't met him yet.
Yep.
And
yep.
it makes it really hard, so we come to these
It
racquetball
does.
events, and we get
It
to say,
does.
pass the baby, say
Yep.
hi, and
Yep.
and like christen him, basically.
Yep. And you know, and I love indoor. You know, I grew up in indoor.
Yeah, me too.
Outdoor is just more social.
It is.
It's like indoor was way before you were born, a long, long time ago, when people would hang out
Yeah.
behind the courts, right? And
Well, I mean, with outdoor, you get to talk to the players while they're playing. You get to heckle them. You get to
Right.
interact. So you're
Right.
like involved in the game.
so much so. You're so right. And it's fantastic for that. And just, you know, you're outside and it's Vegas or it's California and it's just the weather. And,
Yes.
and it's I mean,
Down the line. Oh, Danny missed it. That was the money shot.
it doesn't get much better. It's 90 degrees and sunny and a little
And-
breezy. So back to the game.
Yeah, I want to say, I think I heard 11-6. We'll double check on the next time around. Oh, Danny missed his down the line. Ooh, good. Oh, great crack out. Oh, did he get that?
Yep.
Wow, Danny is all over the place. No, he's not going to get there.
No.
Beautiful execution by
Good team play.
Adam. Yeah,
Good
beautiful.
team play.
That's such a great shot.
You know, Danny, for a big guy, gets down on the ground very, very well.
Yes, Danny can move. 12-6 here in the first game. Good cover of out the door. Danny should go straight down the middle. There it is. There's the defensive shot.
Oh.
Ooh, just out. I think that wind might have taken it.
I would agree with you. I thought it was coming in, then it took off.
Yep. Danny's a little bit flustered.
I think
Timeout?
I think it's the
No,
mask.
no timeout.
I think it's the mask.
13-6 first game. It could be the mask. So we have options, obviously, since we are playing a sporting event, to play with or without your mask. A lot of the players, since we're accustomed to not playing with a mask, we're playing without them. And then as soon as they're done off the court, they obviously put the mask back on. So get there. We got a little flat-footedness. So it's first game point opportunity here for Adam and Nick. I love these guys. So I've watched them indoor playing on the Pro Tour grow together as a good team. And you can see how out-serve.
Out-serve. Absolutely, you can see it. That looked like an out ball to me.
I thought so too.
You know, it's but they didn't even appeal it, so I guess not.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting, and I think that's really the difference here, is that
Partners.
these guys clearly are used to playing together.
Absolutely. They have confidence in
Yeah,
their partner.
correct.
They believe in their partner.
And
Yep.
even though on paper you would think that Danny's extra outdoor experience would
And Momo.
pay dividends, you know what? They're not as familiar with each
Well,
other.
I think what the problem is, right, is like what you're saying. Danny's taking too many balls, and it doesn't. When you take that many balls, you pull your partner out of position.
100. It's not that ball that's the problem. It's how you get them out of where they need to be.
So, yeah, but right now we can take time and thank everybody. We obviously want to thank the STRAT, and we want to thank Ahern and Anthony's Glass and Mirror, Melissa's, Soda Man. Who else we have? KW Gutterman.
Las Vegas Iron and Steel.
Yep. Pro Kenix and Gearbox. Also to LPRT for live streaming, as well as
Amen.
USAR
Thank you.
and War. And then we also have, did I already thank Soda
Did
Man?
we say Gearbox?
I did.
Okay, and we said Soda Man. We don't want to miss anybody. If we miss you, we love you, and we'll make sure we don't miss
And we
you.
really appreciate you helping out. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, we all know it takes a lot to make the events happen, and this year more than others.
Yeah.
It took a lot to make this happen.
It was
so.
a real team effort.
It really was.
yeah.
But we're happy. I'm so happy. We're even with all the constrictions and all restrictions and all that stuff. Like, I'm so happy we're able to be here and see everybody and have an event.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? I
It
know,
is.
and unfortunately, I know that you're not playing, but I'm glad that you're here helping out and being a part of the event. I mean, it wouldn't be the same. This event wouldn't be the same without you.
Well, it'd probably be just as good, but it wouldn't be the
What?
same.
It wouldn't be the same.
You know, for my own.
I can normally hear you from like 4 courts down.
That's
so
true. Okay.
It's just not the same.
You're telling people my secrets. Well, I guess they aren't secrets. Everybody kind of knows. Yeah. You know, for those that don't know, I'm going to put in my own plug to my daughter Oriana, who we adopted last year. I love you, and you're the best.
Yes. Tom, you have one of the biggest hearts I know of. As a person, you have one of the biggest hearts.
Thank you.
It's an honor getting to be your friend and hang out with you commentating
Same with you guys.
today.
Same with you.
I think up next we'll probably have Nick Riffel. He'll stay here with Katie Niels, and then we'll probably have them playing against Alvaro Beltran and Paulo Longoria. Today is actually Alvaro's birthday.
Happy birthday.
He's like 21 again.
Yeah. Alvaro is a freak of nature. He's up there. He's as bad as Robert Sostri. You know, they never seem to age. I don't know. So whatever that is that's going on with you guys, I wish you'd give some of that to me.
Right? I want some of that too.
Absolutely. It's that brown power or something. I don't know. Something going on there.
I don't know, but Daniel is like the oldest 27-year-old I've ever met. Like, let's be honest.
He is like an old soul. He is an old soul. That is so true. If you don't know her husband, Daniel De La Rosa, the one and only, fantastic guy and just a wonderful, wonderful
well, don't tell him.
dad and husband. I noticed, as a matter of fact,
his
he's
head
just
will be too big.
I'm not going to say it. I was going to say he already has kind of a big head. I wasn't going to say that. He's got a little body. But, no, just a really
hair.
just a good dude. He's just a good guy. You know, so humble.
They'll be up on this court later today.
Yeah, they will.
We'll get to see those guys. There's going to be some great matches in the round of 16s for the men's pros.
Yes, there is.
So it depends on how Kane and Ben do against Richie Miller and his partner. His name is escaping me. But it depends on how they do. They'll advance to play Robert Sostre and Bobby Horn. And then who else? The other one, Sudsy and Alex Lond. Sudsy Monchik and Alex Londo will play Daniel De La Rosa and Alvaro Beltran.
Yep.
So that's a round of 16.
That's going to be a very, very good match. I mean, Sudsy, just unbelievably good outdoors with his power, and you know, he's a tough player, And obviously, Alex Landa needs no introduction.
Well, I mean, a lot of these people are pretty well established because they've either played indoor professionally, outdoor professionally, or both.
Yep, absolutely.
One serving 3.
And you're going to have some big hitters there in Alex and in Sudsy, you know, I mean, both.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know whether that's the second game. I think that's it. So it looks like
serving 3.
Looks like Kane and Ben won.
Okay. So then if they did win, they'll advance on to play Robert and Bobby. That's going to be a great one. I think that matchup is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, it is. In the 3-wall, Bobby and those guys are they're a little bit tougher than Richie in the 3-wall.
Yes, 2 serves. Richie Miller is a great player. He's
and
a
in one-wall,
phenomenal
he's
one-wall player.
Unbelievable. I mean, he's a very good 3-wall player, but one-wall, he's at another level.
Yeah. Good serve. Oh. Uh-oh, he caught it, and Danny got it.
Danny's, that's a
beautiful.
Great save.
Look at him run back in. That's 40 feet. Let me remind you. The line ends at 40 feet, yes?
40 feet.
So he was at least 55-ish when he hit that ball, and then he had to run all the way back to almost the short line to retrieve the next one.
I think Danny was asking for a hinder on the line judge. The line judge is not a hinder.
Yes.
He's considered a part of the court.
Yes.
And
but he's stagnant. So not just the line judge. If you're in the crowd or
and you're seated. Now, if you're walking by,
that's a hinder.
That's a hinder. But if you're seated and you've been there the whole tournament, that's not a hinder. That's part of the deal. And if players think somebody's too close to the court, they should get them off earlier, right?
So same with like a broom. So like we have a broom over there.
Yeah, that really shouldn't be there.
It shouldn't be there, but that would be considered part of the court at this point.
100%.
Yep. Which you can play off of it, I'm pretty sure. Like if it bounces, as long as it doesn't bounce twice.
I would not want to be the ref on that call.
You want
4-4.
4-4 here. Beautiful serve by Danny. Ooh, way to cover that line. He just missed it. Hit the top bevel. All right, Tom, I'm actually going to give you my replacement, the beautiful, the one and only Carla Munoz.
Carlo Munoz. ¿Qué pasa? Carla,
Hi.
how are you?
Good, and you? So nice
Excellent.
to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be seen. Good to see you.
That's
You know, when you
awesome.
get older, it's good to just be alive, right?
I bet. I bet.
Yeah.
How's this going?
Second game,
Uh-huh.
and Danny and Momo lost the first game to
Okay.
Adam and Nick Riffel,
Uh-huh.
and 1 moment ago was 4-4.
Okay. So it seems to be a really close match.
Yep. So it's 4-6.
Okay.
I saw you play earlier. Everything going good, huh?
Yeah, a little rusty, but just like a first game.
Yeah.
But we pulled that one out, so it was good.
Good. Oh.
Nice shot.
Yeah, Momo actually has picked up his game a little bit here. I saw his mixed game, and he seemed rusty.
How did that go?
He lost
He lost.
in the tiebreaker, but he picked it up here. In the mixed, he was double faulting like a lot,
Yeah.
and you know, you just can't do that and win. And he's not doing that here. He's really kind of found himself and steadied up.
Yeah. You know, I think there are two things that kind of mixed up in here. The first one is I feel that none of us have been playing as much as we used to for the last, 6 months. And the other one is that playing outside, it's already different. Like, even if you were playing indoor, just going to outdoor, it feels like it takes time, you know?
It does, and to understand you're covering the out the door.
Yeah.
And all those things that in indoor, you know, you think, oh, it's going to hit the wall, my partner will rip it,
Yeah.
and it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's just, and especially when you have 3 guys here who are predominantly indoor players.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
that's a
was-
good shot. It's just too long. In fact, Danny Lavely, I think, has the most outdoor experience of anyone out there.
Yeah, I seen him a couple times
Yeah, he
playing
plays a lot
out
outdoor.
here. And Huntington too.
Yep.
What divisions are you playing? Are you playing at all?
I'm playing the injured reserve. I had back surgery,
Okay.
so I am just trying to learn to walk straight up again. It's really first time I haven't played here.
Okay.
I haven't played any tournaments all year. When
Yeah.
the COVID came, I decided good time to get the surgery. There was
Yeah.
nothing else to do. So it was just a good opportunity to get my back taken care of. What events are you playing in? People know, and they know when to watch?
Well, I'm playing 4 divisions this year. I'm playing singles, women pro singles, women's pros double, mixed double, and mixed double one wall.
Like we said about 30 minutes ago, almost everyone who comes plays 2 would be the minimum.
Yeah.
And many play 3 and 4 events.
Yeah.
So if you don't know Carla, the only reason she can do that is because she's very fit. Okay? Very fit. And And, that's a lot of racquetball because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people came this year, and the draws are pretty big.
Yeah.
And so, if you get pretty far along in this tournament, you played a lot of games.
Yeah.
And the depth of the tournament is very good. So they aren't easy games. There's a lot of tough games. I mean, I look at some of these round of 32 matches in the men's pro, and I was like, wow.
I know.
There's Danny. Danny spends more time on the ground than the broom,
Yeah.
There you go. He's checking that road rash. If you've never been to Las Vegas, this is played in the parking lot of the Stratosphere Hotel. So it's asphalt that has epoxy paint over it to put the court and the lines down, but it's still asphalt. So when you go on the ground or you dive for the ball like Danny just did, it's like diving in a parking lot. This is not like indoor where you're going down on the wood and you skid a little. No, it just takes your skin off. It's like a cheese grater on your leg.
Uh-huh.
That's why I never leave my shoes. I'm afraid I'll never get up.
Oh, that's a good love.
Right? Oh,
That's just a replay?
replay. Making a lot of mistakes today, uncharacteristic of Danny's. Really a good player, and he's usually very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
He'll get right up behind the server. He'll try to antagonize you a little bit. That's a great
Nice
ball.
get. Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Nice rally.
Yep, very good rally. Great gets all the way around.
Oh, nice shot.
Nice pass.
That's a really good shot.
It is, and particularly over there, because in outdoor, as we said earlier, typically the left-handed person will play the right side. So, so Adam's having to cover that with his backhand out the door, even tougher. Oh, man. That was out by quite a bit.
I think I would have switched maybe if I was them. I would have probably put Nick on the right side and Adam on the left side.
It's funny you say that because I would do the same thing, and I'll tell you why. They aren't really outdoor players. I mean, they're new to outdoor, and so I think they would understand what each other does. For those that don't know, Nick and Adam play together a lot on the tour, so they know each other's games very, very well, and it's kind of different. I'm sure indoor, Adam's never played the right side, so I would agree with you, Carl. I think it's a really, really good observation. I think they'd feel more comfortable there, albeit they won the first game. So what do I know?
They won the first game, right?
They did.
Yeah. Well, it's tricky, but because if you switch them, then it's like who covers the middle,
Correct.
But here they have more angle. I mean, more. They can reach more balls on the side.
Correct. Yep. Well, when I was early in outdoor, and I didn't know what to do, I just said, hey, it's racquetball, and played like it was indoor, right? And only the very, very best outdoor people are going to beat you. If you're a better racquetball player, at the end of the day, you're a better racquetball player.
Yeah.
And indoor or outdoor. And only when you get to the very, very top is it going to make a difference.
Yeah.
And so in this game here, I agree with you. I think I'd take him, do what I always do. I'd put Adam on the left where he's super comfortable and has a ridiculously flat forehand.
We're trying to figure out what's the score.
Yeah, I can't hear the ref. Skip ball. Skip ball. 7-9. Is that what he said, or 7-5?
I think he says 7-5.
Okay, that would seem more like it. Oh. 5-7.
5-7. Oh, ball. 5-7.
A little timeout here by Danny and Momo. And kind of get themselves together. They can't afford to let this get away from them. They're down 1 game to love and need to stay ahead. They're in the lead by 1 point, and they need to get ahead and close this out and push it to the tiebreaker.
What is that? Is it yours?
No, second game. They got a timeout, yeah. Game! 10, serve 7.
So it's 7 serving 7.
Point.
Now it's 8 serving 7.
11, serve 7. Out ball. 12, serve 7.
So they just made 4 unanswered points. So it is now 12-7.
Yes.
And Danny's body language is not looking good.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
Out.
And you know, the shot that set that up was Momo hitting a really good ball from off in right field somewhere.
Yes.
So he gave Danny a chance to get in and play.
12, serve 7.
Oh, he almost got
Point.
that.
Serve 7. Out.
I think Mama's shot was
Side
going
out.
out.
I think it was too. I didn't want to say anything. He was saved there.
Serves 13.
7-13 in the second game. Danny and Momo need to step on the gas right here or it's over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Skip ball. Half out.
Point. You called it? Raise your hand. All right.
that was definitely a hinder.
Raise your hand.
Nick raised his hand. He did.
They're going to
7
replay.
serves 13. Raise
That's
your
a
hand.
good call.
Hinder.
Report to Court 1. Court 1. Victoria and Rose. Court 1 for women's singles.
Nice get.
Point.
Good shot.
Eight serves 13. Serves 13.
Nice shot by Adam.
Excellent shot.
Pull it out.
You saw he run around that. He ran around it. You see a lot more of that outdoor than you do indoor.
Yeah.
Guys will run around and hit that big forehand.
Oh,
Hard to
really?
beat that.
Out.
Wow. It's way over his head
I know.
to a flat rollout.
I need Rose to the court one, please. Rose court one. This is your final call, Rose.
Yeah. Hit that out the door, jammed at him.
Oh.
It really left him with nothing.
They're coming back little by little.
They are.
Do you think we'll see a tiebreaker?
I hope we do. Good competitive match.
Yeah.
Zero and Rick Zelada.
He's got to keep the gig.
8 serves 13.
Got to push.
Oh.
Out ball.
Oh, I thought it was a good ball.
I thought it caught the back of the line. We have a better view than the ref, obviously,
My
but
angle, I saw that it was out. No,
I
got
thought it
them
was a
online.
good.
If you guys want to appeal.
so he could appeal it. Why not?
So, what'd you see, Alex?
No, you're going to the wrong side, but
good?
okay.
It's all good? Point ball.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they're saying it's
Yeah, absolutely. And Nick's making a good point there. You know, the line judges are verbally saying, yes, it was good or no, it was good.
Nice
The
serve,
best thing to do is
13.
thumbs up or thumbs down, meaning
Yeah.
they agree or disagree with the ref, because that way everybody can see it. You know, it's noisy out here. It's windy and there's music, and it's hard to hear when you're on the court.
out.
Yeah, I agree.
Ball.
So it's easy for confusion to happen. And
Nice
oh,
shot.
that's a great rally there.
Alright.
You see some really good hands by Momo, and Adam was
13.
putting a lot of pace on the ball.
Oh, nice
Go
serve.
ball.
Oh, wow.
That serve is so hard to hit.
Yes, it is. To hit it really deep on the wall,
Yeah, it's so risky.
it's
It's like you have so many chances the ball to just go out.
yep. Oh, gee.
Side out.
Funny bounce.
Yeah.
Really good serve there, though. Those last several, Momo hit that hard, wide angle.
13.
But to your point, Carla, lots of opportunity for a miss.
Yeah.
Wow. That's more like Danny that I know.
Uh-huh. I
Ball.
hope it's not too late.
Right side.
Taking the ball early. Yeah, but
13
you're right.
serves 11.
13-11.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice shot.
Wow. Indoor, outdoor doesn't make any difference, does it?
I know, and now we have the first match
14
point.
serves 11.
Out
Out
ball.
ball.
Freddie, how
So-
are you, Ben?
Coming up next, we have
Yeah, hey. It's
Uh,
another day in the
11.
life.
Beltran de la Rosa and against Satsi and Landa. It's going to be a great match.
That is going to be a barn burner.
I know.
Point.
Two of the greatest
12
players
serves 14.
ever out of Mexico. I mean, obviously Alvaro #1, and you could argue Daniel's the second best player ever, and Sudsy, one of the greatest indoor players of all time, and
Yeah.
Landa is phenomenal. It's ridiculous, so good, and hits the ball so hard. Both he and Sudsy. Be very interesting to see how that works against Alvaro, who, in my opinion, has some of the best hands in racquetball
Yeah.
ever.
Oh,
That's a good ball.
Throw it out. There's 12.
Now we have another match point. Nice shot. That's a match.
That's match. 2 games love to Adam Manilla and Nick Riffel over Danny Lavely and Momo.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, mate.
Thank you so much. We have, don't forget, we have Beltran and De La Rosa against Sad Simonchik and Alex Zelanda coming up here in Core 1. We're at Las Vegas, Nevada.
It's right in front of the Stratosphere Hotel. Again, thanks to all the sponsors and all the people that make this possible. Without the sponsors, there would be no tournament. We appreciate you very much for everything you do every year for us, and especially this year when it was just extremely tough because of the COVID. So we're going to take a momentary break here, and then we'll be right back.